The Moab Eliminator is a monster at taking out Moab class balloons with its high damage and short ability cooldown, but today we are covering which crosspath you should be going. Starting with the 050 bomb shooter, its main attack does 100 damage to Moab class balloons, 5 damage to ceramics, 1 damage to balloons, and has 14 pierce. Clearly this thing is a Moab specialist, but its ability takes it to another level. You see, its ability fires a missile at the strongest Moab class balloon on screen, dealing 4500 damage to it and only has a 10-second cooldown. Plus, it is one of only 4 towers that does not have an initial cooldown, meaning you can sell and replace it to spam the ability more often, which can be used to pop the round 100 bad very quickly, as only 7 ability uses are needed to pop the bad layer. Now, upgrading this to a 150 increases its pierce to 20 and increases its blast radius by 50%, which makes it much easier to use its max pierce. And upgrading it to a 250 gives it 10 more pierce and 1 extra damage to all balloons. Now that 1 damage is pretty irrelevant, but the ability to hit 30 mobs at once is substantial. Compare this to the 052 bomb shooter that increases its range by 9 and makes its explosions emit 8 sharp frags that each have 1 pierce and do 1 damage. Normally this upgrade gives the bomb shooter the ability to pop black balloons as well, but the 050 bomb shooter can already do that. So this crosspath is just a bit more range and some extra frag damage. Now it's pretty clear that the top path is the way to go for the crosspathing, but you can probably tell by how I broke down the comparisons that the real decision is between making it a 150 and a 250. The reason this is even a question is because it is much better to make Moab Maulers into 130s and Moab Assassins into 140s because you get the first upgrade free with primary mentoring, and it is much more cost efficient to get another Moab Mauler or Assassin than it is to spend that same money upgrading them to 240s. However, that is not the case for the Moab Eliminator. You should be going 250s in almost every scenario, as that extra 10 pierce makes it do 1000 extra damage per shot when hitting Moab class balloons, which is much more than an additional Moab Mauler or Assassin would do. The counter argument to this is that it is not as effective when hitting normal balloons or if you only have one target like on round 100, and for those I have 2 points. The first is when it's hitting normal balloons, the upgrade from a 150 to a 250 almost doubles its damage versus ceramics and over doubles it versus normal balloons, which is a high value upgrade. And the second point is for taking down the bad. I argue that the ability will do most of the work for the outer layer, and then this extra pierce will help take down the crazy amount of children coming out of the bad. So the 250 is the easy choice for both BTD 6 and Battles 2, is that pierce is too good to pass up. How does a monkey city give 1 free dart monkey per round? Does it start drafting monkeys at random? And why is it always 1 a round?